So hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. It has been a hot minute since I've done a video on this channel, but yeah, let's not talk about that. We are here to celebrate 200 subs to the channel. Thank you all so much for subscribing. Thank you to everyone who stuck around. Car, can you not? Thank you everybody for subscribing, and thank you everybody for sticking around despite my inconsistency with uploads on the channel. I'm hoping to fix that in the future. I'll leave a link to my Twitch channel down below because that's where I am pretty much active. Not really daily, but at least I'm going to say 3 or 4 times a week. So you'll see me there most of the time. I don't know about streaming on YouTube yet. I might bring it back. I've been considering it over the past week or so. But anyway, yes. 200 subs video. I'm doing a Q&A. I asked on Twitter, I think, how many days ago was it? 5 days ago? It was a lot more than 5 days ago, wasn't it? It was like a week ago actually. I said this tweet, so I think for my 200 subs video I'm going to do a Q&A. Reply to this tweet with some questions and hopefully I'll be able to answer them in the video. Ask as many as you'd like. So, let's get into some questions. First question is from Xmas Ego Factor. Great name, I know, trust. Most of the people asking questions as well, by the way, are from the org that I run called Virtual Odyssey. I'll leave a link to the Discord down below. We're a small gaming group full of streamers and gamers. So even if you're just looking to group up for some games like Fortnite or PUBG and loads of other games that I just can't think of off the top of my head, yes, the link to the Discord will be down below. I don't know what I'm doing. It's been a while since I've sat down in front of a camera, right? But yes, Virtual Odyssey is a fun place, full of great people. Join the Discord and you'll get to know everybody. That's all I'm saying. First question, yes, from, as I said, from Xmas Ego Factor. Why you a little bitch?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Sorry? How do I answer that? I'm not. You little bitch.
Got it!
That's all I'm saying. Next question is from Travi TV, who now has Skirt Cobain in his username on Twitch. His question is ass or tits with no question mark. We're gonna say ass. And we're gonna move on because, you know, YouTube don't like that topic of conversation. Next question from Joy Rotel, whose name is now Howard the Alien, god damn it. Why is the earth round but not flat? I mean, why? I don't know. I didn't make it, I don't know why it's round. It is round, not flat, because, you know, if you go to space and you look at it, it's a sphere. I don't know what the question really was there. I don't know why it's round. So anyway, moving on. Next question is from Carolina, Polish surname, or OP Muffin, who is our video editor for the Virtual Odyssey YouTube channel, which I'll also leave a link to down below. Go drop a sub over there. We have some great clip montages from our streamers, and you can get to see what we all play. You can get to see our best moments, our worst moments, and yeah, just go check that out and leave a sub there too. Did you ever go through emo phase? Not really. I mean, the closest I would even say... I mean, no, not really, no. I mean, there was like a month or two where I would listen to purely just rock in secondary school. But I wouldn't really call that an emo phase. That's more of a rock music phase, which isn't the same thing at all. So no, I would say I didn't know. And how cringy were you? Oh my god, I just spat everywhere. How cringy were you at 13 to 15 year old? How cringy was I? Well, going back and looking at some of the messages I sent over Facebook Messenger, I mean, you know, the way you shorten all words in text language and make them as tiny as possible, that's just painful to go back on. I don't know if that would really count as cringy, but it's painful to go back and look at. I would say probably quite cringy, to be fair. Looking back on it now, at least. More questions from Carolina. Thank you very much for all these. Jesus, that's a lot of questions. Thank you for all of them. Blinds or curtains? Well, my both my, actually this room has blinds and curtains. My bedroom only has blinds in it, which we're actually looking to fix soon because we want curtains as well. Because I think having both of them is actually the best, just to block out all the light possible. Because blinds like leave light in the sides and a little bit through the middle. I don't know, curtains don't really do the job either. So a mix of both to get all the light out. If you would have a pet hedgehog, what would its name be? I'm not going to say Sonic before somebody thinks of that, because no. If I had a pet hedgehog, what would its name be? I have no idea. Probably something stupid like Jonathan. No offense to anyone called Jonathan, but like you wouldn't look at a hedgehog and think, oh, its name's Jonathan. You know, some real like person name. Who would you want to be when you were a kid and why? Or who did you want to be? I have no idea. Again, I don't really think into the future much. I mean, for the past few years, I've just wanted to be a streamer, which might sound a bit, might sound a bit cheesy and all that, but like, I've wanted to be a streamer or make it as a streamer, and only recently have I got the internet power and the actual PC power to actually go for that. So, hence why I'm trying it a bit more now. But as a kid, probably actually a YouTuber I've wanted to be for a long time. Like successful, able to have it as a stable full-time job, kind of the YouTuber / streamer thing, you know? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? That's all I can think of anyway, off the top of my head. And I'm trying not to take too long on all these questions. All-time favorite game and why? Either Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, cause that was like the first game that I got hella into. I played it for like an entire summer. So many hours into that game, I loved it. Or Haze, which a lot of people might not know, but I also love that game. The story in that game was amazing. Like, it actually blew my mind, because there's a plot twist in it, but I won't ruin it in case probably nobody wants to go back and play it. It's quite an old PS3 game, so I would say either Haze or Modern Warfare 3. To pick between them, I always say Haze. That's always the first thing that I come in, like, always the first thing that comes to mind when somebody asks that question. But Modern Warfare 3 was like the first game that I put hours into, and first like multiplayer thing that I actually played for a long time. How many times you press snooze until you actually get out of bed? I'm actually pretty good with that. Usually I'll press snooze and then try to get up at the time, but I would say once. It usually doesn't take me more than one snooze to get up. Like, I'll press it, get up, and then often I'll come back like from brushing my teeth or something, or just going to the bathroom, and the alarm will be going again, and I'll have to come back and turn it off just because I forgot to actually stop it rather than just snooze it. Shower or bath? I would say shower. I'm not that into baths. Just, I don't know. Showers do it for me and baths don't. That's all I can say really. Constant flow of fresh water. How can you not love that? Bath is just like you're sitting in the same water, it cools down and then it's kind of ruined. But you know, you can have bubble baths and all that, and bath bombs and all that shit, but I haven't even tried it. So maybe if I did try it, I'd prefer baths, but shower. I'm a shower man. Next questions are from Sop, who you probably all know as my girlfriend. Who inspired you the most to do YouTube streaming? I mean, the Sidemen, I think. I still watch a hell of a lot of Sidemen videos, and I love like the whole idea of what they have going on, like a house that they all live in and record in and like collaborate in. So YouTube, they inspired me a hell of a lot to do that. Another guy, Chill Chaos, I always used to watch. He has another little group of friends that he plays with, does videos with all the time. That was probably my inspiration to do YouTube, and then streaming was just a thing that came along with YouTube videos. Like, people on YouTube started streaming, so then I started streaming. I don't know, I don't think there's really an inspiration for streaming, because like, I suppose the Sidemen again did get into streaming after a while, but probably yeah, I'm just going to stop saying, because I've said their thing so many times now. Sidemen probably is my biggest inspiration. What's your biggest regret in life and how do you think it impacted your life right now? That's a deep one. Oh, my insides are exploding. Chill. What's my biggest regret in life? My recent biggest regret would probably be I used to do a lot of music production stuff. I don't know if a lot of you guys wouldn't know about that, maybe you would. I used to do a lot of music, like make music. And there was one time where I was offered to DJ somewhere and I didn't do it because I was like, I don't know, I guess anxiety, because I'd be standing up in front of a load of people and what if they didn't like what they were hearing and all that shit. My biggest regret would probably be not doing that, because like, if it didn't go well, then it didn't go well, and I've pretty much stopped doing the music now anyway, so it wouldn't really have made a difference. Like if it didn't go well at the time. And if it did go well, then it could have led to more stuff and potentially like a job in that area, but I just didn't take that first opportunity. And how it's impacted my life, well, it led me to YouTube kind of, because I started YouTube once I kind of faded off music a little bit. And I'd honestly think I'd rather be doing the YouTube and Twitch kind of thing, so I don't know, I guess it didn't turn out that bad. Talk about your favourite musical artist, why do you feel so connected to them? Well, my favourite musical artist, a lot of you will know this, a lot of you might not, is Eminem. Why do I feel so connected to Eminem? That's a tough one. If you know Eminem's music, it's tough to say you're connected to that, because you know, if you're connected to Eminem's music, you could be seen to be a little bit of a psychopath. But, you know, his music helps when I feel down. But at the moment, I have a few favourite musical artists anyway, and there's a lot more pop getting into my life. I used to be all about the Eminem and everything around him, all the people like signed to his label and all that. But now I'm heavily into pop, which I know JD won't be happy for me to say, but you know, what can I say? Why do you love me? Optional. Why is this question optional? And why is it the only one that you don't have a question mark next to? Or isn't capitalized? I feel like you just slapped that in at the end. I love you because you helped me through all the tough times in my life and you support me through everything. You're a beautiful girl. Love, support, beauty. You're as weird as I am. What more could I want? Is that enough? Moving on, our next question. I expected only to get one question from everyone, but here we are having more. Is from JD, who's actually my closest friend. Friends with him for like too many years now. He's gonna get mad for me not knowing how many years. I want to say like, I don't know. He'll tell me in the comments. 12 plus. I want to say 12, 13. Am I right? Anyway, yes, that's who that is. What are your overall hopes and dreams to get from the whole YouTube and streaming scene? Jeez. I want to make it my full-time job. I want to be able to earn a living off it. I want to help people, like cheer people up, make people have a better day just by watching the stream or watching the video. I want to blow people away, obviously, with my amazing gameplay, which will never happen because if you watch my streams, especially in Fortnite, Jesus Christ, you see me get wrecked more than you see anything else. So, yeah, I want to make it a full-time job, and I want to have a great community as well, to be able to build a good community of people, like a big group of friends to play games with and all that jazz, you know. It's me trying not to swear. I've brought the phrase "all that jazz" into my vocabulary, trying not to swear. Good God. Although I've probably already sworn too many times. What is your favorite thing about me? JD, what's with these deep questions? This is not what I expected to know. My favorite thing about you is your passion for just everything you're passionate about, your drive towards it, like sport. I love bouncing. Is that a weird thing to say, bouncing passion off each other? That sounds very weird, doesn't it? Getting into a deep discussion about sports and music with you is one of my favorite things to do. So I guess that would be my favorite thing, your passion about things you love. There you go, that makes more sense. And the last question from Twitter is from Xmas again, who is Kirsten. I don't think I said her name the first time. What made you decide to form a gaming/streaming organization? Partially to do with like what I answered the last question with, having a big community of people, big group of friends and all that stuff to play games with, and it's a lot more fun that way. Like streaming, for example, if you have people to collab with and play games with, and they're also streaming, you can get tips from them, you can play games with them, things are a lot more fun. If you're in a little group like the Sidemen, for example, which was another inspiration for that, you create content together and you can bounce jokes off each other and all that kind of stuff. Why am I bouncing things off everyone? Jesus. And the biggest thing I would say, which like made me originally do it, was I joined a gaming organization called Sinister, which is a very old thing now, and a lot of you may not know about that, or I think I may have told a lot of people about it by now. Yeah, I joined a group called Sinister, and their CEO, like the guy who owned it, was like AFK. He'd pretty much given up on the team, just because, I don't know, I guess he thought it wasn't going anywhere or anything. So I kind of took over that group and brought all the members of Sinister to a new group that I created, which I think was Ascendance at the time. This clock's gonna go off for a long time now, isn't it? It's 6 o'clock. I'm gonna just wait it out. There we go. That's the last one. Yes, I joined a group called Sinister. Their owner was AFK, like he was nowhere to be found. And I took all the members from that group and made a new group called Ascendance, and just tried to grow it from there. Like I didn't like seeing things inactive the way they were, and I wanted to like be a part of an organization. And I thought, well, instead of joining something that may be failing like Sinister was at the time, why not try and make my own one? And along came Ascendance from that idea, and now obviously, for those of you who know at least anyway, Virtual Odyssey is a thing. And again, if you guys want to check them out, link down below. Discord, probably the Discord would be the best place to link you guys to, because you get to know everyone from there. So, and also JD, for the love of God, if you want to join the Virtual Odyssey Discord, do it, fam, do it. Because when football season starts, I will be making a football chat, and I don't care what any of you people say, there's going to be a football chat in the Virtual Odyssey Discord. End of. And if no one else, it will be just me and JD screaming at each other in there. So that's good enough for me. Now, that is all the questions we have from what's it called, Twitter. So I think we have, and then I think we then have a few from Instagram as well, so I'm gonna have to whip them out of my phone. My nephew, Calvin, thank you very much for the question. Was YouTube something you wanted to do when you were younger, or did someone inspire you to start? No, I would say YouTube wasn't really a thing I wanted to do when I was younger, just because YouTube wasn't really as big as it is now. Like the whole YouTube streaming or Twitch streaming or just making videos in general wasn't really like a huge like business or opportunity thing. So it wasn't really something I wanted to do when I was younger, but then when I started getting into YouTube, like watching YouTube myself, I started wanting to do it more and more, or wanting to do it more and more. And then inspiration came from where I've already said in this video. So I have a question from Killian, who is an old friend of mine, who I'm actually quite surprised to get a question from. So thank you for that question. What camera do you use for filming? I use a Sony CyberShot. This little tiny, it's like, it's a bitsy camera. But I actually plan on saving up for a new camera, like as soon as I can, just even if not for regular YouTube videos, because you know, obviously, as I said, I've been inconsistent with them, just for like photography purposes, because I would like to get a new camera anyway. This camera is not too bad though, and it is small and easy to take around, so I can't really complain. The quality's not too bad, at least I hope it isn't. Yeah, so it's Sony CyberShot. really itsy bitsy thing. Another question from T Cronin, who's another streamer and close friend of mine. I often retweet him on Twitter, so if you want to follow me on Twitter and then follow him on Twitter from there, you know, be my guest. Who is your biggest motivation to start YouTube? Probably a question I've covered a lot. The biggest motivation to start YouTube, to nail it down to one person, would probably be Vicstar from the Sidemen, because his dedication, he has 3 channels that he like had uploaded every day to oh no, I don't think he did every channel, but at least on his main channel he uploaded every day for like 7 years, I think it was. And he broke the streak the other day because he was on holiday somewhere and he didn't have time to do a video. But yeah, he had 3 channels which he at the time uploaded to. He uploaded to every channel once a day, and that was ridiculous kind of dedication, and that inspired me to at least be able to try and do 1 channel. So yeah, to narrow it down to 1 person, that's who I would say it was. And then the last question, I think is the last question of all of them. Let's have a look. Yeah, the last question of all of them, from another close friend of mine, Ethan, or Ebon, which is his Instagram name. You won't do any comms. I mean, does that even need an answer? Yes. Anyway, that's it for the Q&A. I know I've probably been looking around everywhere throughout this video, but that's because, you know, as I said, it's my first time doing a sit down in front of the camera video in a long time. Hopefully I will kind of upload more to the channel. I'm not going to say any more because I always do that and then I just don't. So yeah, thank you guys, as I said, so much for the 200 subs. Hopefully we can get some more videos going up, at least like highlights from streams and stuff like that, and grow the channel a bit more. But as I said, if you do want to keep up with me, up to date with me and what I'm doing, I guess, my Twitter and my Twitch will be in the description down below. The link to Virtual Odyssey Discord will be down below, and I'm always active in most of these places. So yeah, thank you everybody for 200 subs. Here's to 200 more, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!